The all-new 22 Civic, now on sale at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
Wednesday.
Indeed.
Yes.
Welcome to it.
We have made it to another day.
That's right here.
And this is significantly clear. I feel like we didn't see the tippy top of the Capitol
We didn't.
about 2 hours ago.
We didn't. It was slowly disappearing, and if you were wondering if, like, all right, this is like a David Copperfield kind of a thing.
Oh.
No, for those of a different age group, he was a magician.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Very talented.
Made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Ah.
Anyway, so, you know, it's gorgeous. I always love this shot. I love seeing the river traffic. You've been up and down. Have you taken a trip on the river?
Yes.
Have you gone up and down?
It's been a minute. When I first got here,
Yeah.
you can ride on that little riverboat thing that they have. Takes you down to New Orleans if you want to. It's pretty.
Kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
It is pretty.
But here's the thing. I wouldn't suggest doing that today. Future radar, what you're staring at right now, kind of looks like what yesterday looked like. You can kind of get a familiar pattern going here. Late morning, afternoon, early evening, the showers kind of showing up, popping up, and then by the late evening, things clear up. But we may have some of these storms, like yesterday, could be strong in parts.
Yeah, you're seeing the bits of green. It's really the pockets of the red, the purple, the orange that we're a little bit worried about. But no, don't fret.
No.
Walking you through that timeline, you can see it is moving through. It's not stalling or anything. So that is the good news. But as for the rest of the week, well, the rain chances go down as we go through the week. So we're really looking forward to the weekend, Matt. Doesn't mean we're clear of rain.
No.
It's just the smaller chance of rain.
Exactly. Saturday looks pretty good. And obviously for those thinking about a football game, there is that ball game, Tiger Stadium, Saturday.
Let's play ball.
Cap was saying, by the evening, by the game time, should be good to go. Maybe pack a little poncho, just in case.
It enhances the experience.
Right, exactly. It's all soaking there. Never rains at Tiger Stadium. You know that. You know damn well it doesn't.
You know where it may soak today?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Grand Isle. So the governor made it a point to focus on Grand Isle. I know it's kind of a stuck shot. It was aerial footage of Grand Isle right after Hurricane Ida had moved through. But today, the focus still is on Grand Isle. There's a lot of folks there. It's not open to anyone to just come in.
No.
You are only allowed back there if you own a home or you own a camp and you're there to work on your home.
To actually work on it.
Correct.
Right,
yeah. So depending on the weather today, what the system does, the governor was planning to visit Grand Isle to see exactly what the needs assessment is, how much money will they need, what exactly are the needs there, so FEMA can come in and do their thing.
So yeah, that's still on the book. He and his team expect to get down there, as Liz said, weather permitting. We actually have a team down there from WAFB right now. We kind of followed in the Gonzales Jambalaya Association and the Gonzales Mayor's Office down there right now, stirring it up, cooking up some food for those folks who are down there trying to pick up the pieces, trying to pick up their life again. So we have a crew down there right now, fully expecting the governor to get down there, kind of weave through some of the weather, but that is something they're paying attention to. If it gets too crazy, he won't be able to go today.
That's it.
Right.
And again, Matt just checked in with them live on Channel 9 about 8:55 today. Brienne Bazette is there with our photographer, James DeGraw. And here's the reality here. People cannot go back because there's no power, especially in certain parts of the island. There's no food. There's no restaurants open. I talked with someone who lived there a couple days ago. He says it's still as bad as it was when Ida first hit.
No water issues.
So think about that.
It's just so crazy to think about. I mean, this is always one of those places that takes a gigantic hit. Even when it's a small storm, people down there realize, get ready for, a foot or two of storm surge. It's always that barrier island, that last barrier island. Hanging out in Louisiana, and it's these people are very, very, very resilient. But we've heard this time, even from folks who've been there for a long time, say this is the worst they've seen it.
They don't know if it's going to come back to what it originally was.
I mean, what?
That's hard to hear for someone who grew up there.
So when we talk about the need, right, so that includes DSNAP.
Yep.
So today marks day 3 of phase 2. So we talked about the parishes all week, the new ones that are eligible for this. Of course, day by day, where they're opening up a new window for people with last names. And today it's N as in Nancy through S like Sally.
So yeah, hopefully you've pre-registered, because that makes this process so much easier. They were telling us from the very beginning, please jump on and pre-register.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to your day, that's when you make the phone call. We have it right here waiting for you in this story. 1-888-524-3578. Again, if you've pre-registered, it makes everything smooth as possible. Please, though, as we've talked about before, don't call if it's not your day. Clogs up an already very clogged system.
And we know a lot of people are stressed, both
Oh,
on
absolutely.
the side of the callers and for the people handling these calls. So please be patient.
Please be kind and know that your application will get processed if you're following the right steps.
So when we talk about DSNAP
Yeah.
and SNAP and EBT, this just came out as well.
Yeah.
The extension of a federal waiver.
Hot food waiver.
Yes.
So not necessarily dining out in restaurants, but hot food, specifically like in the markets where you can pick up hot food plates. The PEBT cards will qualify for these purchases. So if you and your family are looking for a hot meal tonight, you can use that because those benefits have been extended through October 28th.
There it is.
Yeah, really important to note.
So again, as Liz mentioned, though, it never has been a part of it. The restaurant purchases
Right.
never have it, and so again, not a part of this here, but just the ability to go into those those places that do take the EBT cards and pick up that hot meal, a full month extension of something that was already going on. Big time.
Saving grace.
Speaking of food, we've been talking about this organization from the very beginning.
Yeah.
We've been talking about them for years because obviously they do such great things. The Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank.
They are setting up in 4 different parishes today to distribute food, including East Baton Rouge. That actually started at 8 a.m. That
Right.
may be over by now. But they're going to be set up over at the St. Helena. I believe they're going to be in St. John.
St. James.
Or St. James and Livingston
Yep,
Parish
exactly.
today. So this gets updated daily. You can also check the Baton Rouge Food Bank's website, and they're going to update it as they see fit and where they're able to get to. So every day they update it, and we haven't seen a stop in it yet, which means the need is
Incredible.
there. So if you'd like to help them out, remember we're still doing our Lift Up Louisiana campaign.
That's right.
September, end of September is when it's in. So please get those donations in if you can, or food donations if you can drop them off at any Essential Federal Credit Union Bank, any Rouse's Markets. There's a lot of families who sure could use that help.
And if you're out in those specific parishes today, the when, the where, all that waiting for you in this story. WAFB.com and the 9 News app as well.
Something coming up tomorrow,
Yeah.
though. Big deadline. Callie was actually live with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers today talking about Operation Blue Roof. So y'all know it. If you have
Right.
a leaky roof, if you have a hole in your ceiling due to Hurricane Ida, utilize this program, especially as we expect rain coming through. You want to best protect your home and the assets inside it. So use this. They've got thousands and thousands of blue tarps for people to use.
It's amazing to see this morning, as Callie was there
Yeah.
live in the warehouse, how many they have, these blue roofs ready to go. And Callie was quick to mention as well when talking to the Lieutenant Colonel there that she was talking with, a lot of those going out today,
Yeah.
which is impressive. Obviously, that shows you the need and the fact that they are going to be getting out and making that work. But the whole idea with this is to shore everything up, prevent future damage, and let folks stay in their homes
Yeah.
as they continue to recover from all this. A lot of folks, we were talking about it earlier, a lot of folks don't want to leave. They want to be on property.
Right.
They don't want to try to have to deal with a temporary housing if they
Yeah.
don't have to. And a blue roof can shore things up. You know, maybe everything on the inside is pretty well good to go.
Yeah.
It's just the roof damage. The blue roof makes that possible.
It's completely free, too. It's
Yeah,
not something
exactly.
you have to pay for. And there are groups that'll help you come install it so you're doing it correctly.
Eligible parishes.
But all 25 parishes that have
Boom,
been
boom, boom, boom,
declared
boom.
disaster parishes are qualified for this. So go ahead. We have the story waiting for you. Callie has done a good job of putting all the information you need to know. You click here or call that number to find out more about how to get a blue roof.
Man, so much going on.
Yeah,
So much
a
going
lot. And it's still recovery related on the 1-month anniversary of Ida making landfall.
Good gosh. Get rid of that guy.
Yeah.
Hey now. We talked a lot recently about, look, with everything pandemic and everything going haywire there, jobs here, jobs there, some missing, some going away, some retooling, some figuring new things out. We'll have job fairs and career fairs going. There's actually a virtual one, specific for one like corporation, happening today.
Yes, so Louisiana Economic Development's Fast Start program, they're partnering with this company called Intralocks. They do a lot, I believe, with conveyor belts. So they have a facility in Harahan. They're looking to hire about 29 positions, filling that by mid-October. So this was actually a job fair that was supposed to happen in September, early September, but Ida changed things. So they're moving it back. So today at 11, you have the opportunity to register for this. It's a great opportunity if you want to stay close.
It sounded like, correct me if I'm wrong, they had more than 24 different positions
Yes,
they were looking
yeah.
at for here. So obviously, if this is kind of in your wheelhouse, maybe looking for a change, or maybe this is now something new for you, maybe give it a try. It's virtual, so you don't got to go anywhere.
No.
You don't got to just log on. How do you do that? You jump on right here and register for the career fair. Click here, literally click here, and we'll take you to the site.
Try to make it easy for
Well,
you.
trying to make it easy.
Yeah.
Speaking of trying to make it easy for you, WAFB.com, WAFB Plus. trying to give you just kind of the snippets, the headlines. I mean, the morning show is 2.5 hours, right? That's a lot of time to commit. And I know you can only take so much with Johnny. What?
Well,
Never
in
too much.
doses.
Never too
That's
much.
why it's every couple minutes. You
Never
gotta
too
space it
much
out
of Johnny.
with all of us.
But, 9:15, we try to condense it for you.
We tried. 5 to 10 minutes of your top headlines, of course, your weather, your traffic for the day, everything you need to know before you leave the home so you are best informed.
And I think today, really, the headline maker for a lot of folks is, once again, it's going to be the weather. Just like yesterday, line moving through.
Be careful out there. Again, it's going to be similar to yesterday. Some pockets will get it heavier than others. So just be aware, be alert, and be safe.
Well, yeah, we want to see you tomorrow.
Yes, on a Thursday at that.
Friday Eve.
We love
We're
Friday
getting there.
Eve because that means Friday's around the corner.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.